Hello, friends. Hello. Welcome to my channel, The Bridge for Women Worldwide. Today, I will talk about a new episode of Stories of My Life series. I called it Born in Ukraine Against All Odds. I think it may be interesting for you if I discuss the earliest years of my life, my vaguish memories. They can remind you of some of your own. They remind me of some watercolors enriched with the information I heard from some relatives, mostly my aunties from Dnipro and Moscow. Born as one of the baby boomers generation after World War II, I've been a welcome addition to the new family of old university friends, Anatoly Vaitanik and Raisa Chertkova. My parents were driven apart when the Great Patriotic War began in the former Soviet Union. That was tough for everyone. That happened on June 22, 1941, when the lives of millions of people changed forever. From my childhood, I memorized a little poem in Russian, quote, 22 июня, ровно в 4 часа, Киев бомбили, нам объявили, что началась война. Meaning that on the 22nd of June at 4 a.m. sharp, Kiev was bombarded, and they had announced that we were at war. End of quote. Fateful lines, right? My future father, Anatoly Vaitanik, had been drafted into the army immediately, while my future mother, Raisa, joined her family, who ran away from the advancing fascist army to the east, ending up in the city of Andijan, Uzbekistan. After the war, in 1945, my future father, then a captain of the Chemical Defense Division, demobilized and returned home to the war-ravaged Ukraine, where food, energy, and other resources were in short supply. But it was motherland. Post-war reconstruction lasted for a long time. Even so, Anatoly had been offered a good position in the newly liberated part of Ukraine in the city of Stanislav, now called Ivano-Frankovsk, and the young family had settled there. The circumstances of my birth were untypical even for the post-war devastated Ukraine, where power and electricity was often cut out early in the morning for economy's sake. When my mom was about to give birth to me, she was taken to the maternity ward of the hospital, but then suddenly, her labor stopped. She felt frustrated, and so was her doctor. Alone in the dark room, because the doctors left for the night and the only nurse on duty went to take a nap, Raisa felt her labor restarting, and she cried for help. Nobody was there for her. As you know, the forces of nature are unstoppable. So I've been born with no medical help whatsoever. Only my guardian angel was helping, thank goodness. And he did a good job indeed. Just look at me. Kidding, of course. Finally, the nurse or midwife woke up and walked into the room with kerosene lamp in her hand. "Why are you crying so loudly?" she asked. "Oh, you have already given birth. Good girl. Congratulations, you have a son." Of course, it's evident that it was very dark in the room, too dark to distinguish a boy from a girl. In the morning, the doctors arrived, and when registering the birth of a new child, me, they asked my mother to have her daughter registered on the date of December 18, not December 17, since I was born in late evening. Why? Because they could have been punished for leaving a woman in labor alone and helpless. Of course, my mom was relieved that her labor was over, that she had a daughter, and she did not object. So now I can celebrate my birthday twice, an official one on December 18 and a true one on December 17. My mama always reminded me of that. As far as I am concerned, I am happy to have just been born alive and well, albeit under difficult circumstances, because it's good to live in this world, however tough it may be. Many things in my life happened against all odds, starting with my near miracle birth, to my good luck in love and marriage, to my two PhDs, to my rapid career ascent in the university, to emigration in America. Of course, I worked hard to move up in life, but I appreciate both my own good luck and the good people who helped me on the way. Many good and many very kind people. I feel very grateful. It's a beautiful world to live in, right? Now, out of Ukraine, I am trying to do my best to fulfill my mission. And I believe my mission is to be a good mother, grandmother, wife, friend, and a Fulbrighter, a professional educator against all odds. Hello, world. Thank you for listening to me, my friends. Please subscribe to my channel, The Bridge for Women Worldwide. I salute you, and I wish you all the good luck. Bye bye.